Welcome to Core Movement Integration, the exercise system that will help you feel, move, and breathe better. We'll help you move well and fit for the rest of your life. The compressive force of gravity shortens our body tissue, muscles, connective tissues, joints, and even bones. Our habitual posture and patterns of movement contribute to the shortening of the body. That is why CMI, core movement integration, concepts for movement are so important to remember, to connect, lengthen, flow, and get uplift in all your movements. Today, I'm going to show you a few movements using a stick. It can be a walking stick, it can be an old broom handle, about 36 inches in length. This will help you to improve your upper body, your shoulders, and your neck. So today I'm using a stick, and for this, it's to help you in fall activities with raking. We use a lot of ribs and arms, cleaning out the gardens. So this is a stick that is probably about 36 inches long. It's a dowel. You could use a walking stick. I've put bumpers on the ends for the softness of my fingers. An old broomstick, a walking stick, anything can be used. So I'm going to start with putting it behind me. And also when we do any movements, you just start slow and easy. Do not go beyond your range of comfort. So I'm going to start with the stick behind me, touching the back of my legs. My palms are facing forward. And I'm going to rotate to the right and get some uplift. My left hand comes forward, my right hand goes back. Also, your head and neck can go in 3 different positions. It can stay straight while you're doing the rotation. It can go in the same direction of the movement to the right. Or it can go opposite of the movement to the left. So when we do a movement, it's 3 to 5 times. So I will be going 1, 2. Breathing is an important part of it as well. And then it's always good to stop and compare. Let the stick down and just turn once to the right and then once to the left. And do you feel any difference in the ribs? So now we will go to the left. I'm going to put the weight into my left foot. It's an uplift. Head goes in the same direction. Head stays forward. Head goes in the opposite direction. There's a lot of ways you can play with this. Your eyes can start the move. Head follows. And then you combine the two. Rotating from left to right, right to left, getting a little uplift. Can you sense where you can feel that in your body, into the ribs? It's a sequential move. It comes through the feet, the hips, the ribs. And then it's always good to stop and compare. Looking from one side to the other. Is there any difference in your range of motion since you've done that? This is a warm-up. So the next piece, I call this tick-tock. And you think of the face of a clock and the directions that we're moving. So this is where the soft ends of the poles come in. You don't put a grip on the pole, just let it rest in your hands and let it rest on your belly. or your body. And you pick your better shoulder to work first, not a sore or hurt shoulder. So I'm going to let the right hand come up to start with. So the left hand is going to move the stick along up towards the ceiling. I'm going to be aware of the space between my shoulder and my ear to not raise the shoulder, but to keep the shoulder blade low. The left hand raises the right gets to rest. I'm back to center. And raise up, and I'm going to look over my left shoulder. And again, we repeat this move 3 to 5 times. Breathing is also important. And if it feels comfortable at the very end of this movement, you can bring the arm over a little bit more, but just go in your range of comfort. So this is going from 3 to 9 o'clock is our range on the clock. So you could stop and just roll the shoulder, feel how the ribs have expanded. Let's go to the other side. So I'm going to put the weight into the left foot. The right hand will press into the stick, raising the left. Just note the difference from when you did the right side. I like to inhale as I go up. Or you can switch it. You can exhale as you go up. And I'm going to look over the right shoulder. It gets more comfortable as I increase the numbers that I do. And to be aware of the neck and top of the shoulders again. You don't want to scrunch, keep that space. And then you could just test, once again, how the left side feels. To the right side, they're becoming more balanced. So that was moving 3 and 9 o'clock. We're going to go 6 and 12. I'll start on the right hip, touches the hip. If you're out here, you tend to start to tighten up the upper arms. If you let it just rest on your hip, the muscles are more relaxed and you get a better range. So the left hand is going to press the right hand back. And again, you just go to your comfort range. You can step into that leg, the right leg. I'm looking straight ahead. I could look in the direction of the hand that's going up. And if it's okay, the right hand could do the reverse and press the left hand up. Once again, keeping a space between the ear and the shoulder. Come back to center. See if there's a difference anywhere on the side that you just worked. And then we'll go to the left. The right hand presses the left hand back. I'm going to step into the left foot. And let that swing forward again, up. Breathing is a very important part of this. Well, if you hold your breath, you'll notice you get less range. And then the back hand is going to press the front hand up. And if you hear any clicking in your shoulders, be aware of where your pelvis and your neck is. If your head is forward or if you have an arched back, just check your posture, and that could clear up any clicking noises that you have. So we went side to side, front to back. Roll your shoulders. Turn your head side to side as a check-in. You can even do ear to shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out. And one of the last moves is rowing. So once again, you're going to have the stick between your palms at sternum height. You start with a slow circle with the hands and let the weight shift from one foot to the other, one hip to the other. Get a nice movement, rotation. You can start to make the circle larger. And again, I'm not just standing still, locking my torso. I'm letting it move with me, shifting the weight to the hips. Circle gets bigger. I think of my elbows coming back. And then you can reverse this. Again, you start with the stick near your sternum. Think of the elbow coming backwards, backwards. And again, I get my torso moving instead of being locked, and the shoulders, the joints have to work harder. If you let other parts of your body help out, it's much better for everything. And it just gets bigger and more range. So there you have it, some shoulder movements to increase range of motion, fluidity in the neck movement. And hopefully your fall cleanup and fall activities will be more enjoyable because you'll be looser. Thank you for being part of a core movement integration movement.